Several of my subscribers and viewers had seen my videos on the DeWalt DWS780 job site saw, table saw, and asked if I wouldn't do a video on the DeWalt 12-inch miter saw. So we're going to take an in-depth look at the DeWalt DWS780. Let's take a look at the specifications for the DeWalt. This is model number DWS780. It comes with a 15 amp motor. It runs out at about 3,800 RPMs with no load. It does come with a 12-inch 60-tooth DeWalt carbide blade. Weighs in at 56 pounds. For the miter, you can do 50 degrees left and 60 degrees right. For the bevel, you can do 49 degrees both left and right. The sliding fence supports trowel moldings up to 7.5 inches nested, and base molding up to 6 3/4 inch in the vertical. The back fence will accommodate up to 2-inch by 16-inch dimensional lumber at 90 degrees and 2-inch by 12-inch at 45 degrees. It does come with dust control. The port measures out at about 1 5/8 inch, so it should support most shop vacs. It does come with a wrench that also has a screwdriver head on it, and of course a clamp. There's no laser with this saw. It does come with a 90-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked, and a 3-year limited warranty. This was $599 at the time of the video, and there was a stand that you could get for free with certain retailers, so check for that as well. Let's take a look at the right-hand side of the DeWalt. First of all, you have your on-off switch here, naturally your trigger, and a convenient handle. Down here is your depth control. I'm going to show you more about that in a little bit. Over here is the knob that controls the tension on the support tubing. You can see the bevel control down there. Now this is made out of cast metal. Most of the ones that I've seen in the past or reviewed in the past are made out of plastic. This is your fence, and then your fence control mechanism so you can slide it back and forth. It does come with a wrench, which stores right back there. So you've got the for bolts, and then for your hex head right there. It does have convenient holes. There are 8 all the way around, 4 on each side for bolting it down to your workspace or bolting it into one of those portable stands. Does have a threaded hole here again for additional accessories. There is an accessory that you can buy, which is an extension arm which fits in right here where the handhold is, that extends your ability to support your workpiece on your DeWalt. On the right hand side of the DeWalt is the depth control, and that's a combination of this little lever that you pop down here and this little stop that's adjustable by the wing nut that you see right there. So once you flip this down, all you have to do is bring it down and you can see where it stops right there. So that is the adjustable depth control on the right-hand side of the DeWalt. While we're looking at the right-hand side, let's notice that the power cord comes out of the motor, circles down around here, and then enters into one of the 2 support tubes right there, then goes through the support tube and comes out the back for a form of cord management for this saw. Let's take a look at the left-hand side of the DeWalt. First of all, it has a typical blade guard on this side, which is easy to maintain and easy to clean. As you come back up here, this is the control that locks it into horizontal position. And there's also this little bracket or locking mechanism that keeps it from sliding back and forth. So this puts you in a good place for storage, along with this knob right here to tighten down the tension on the support tubing. It does come with a 60-tooth 12-inch blade, and on the right hand side you can also see the locking mechanism for this part of the fence. Again, the handhold where you can purchase the optional accessory for extensions, and again the holes for the, if you want to tie it down to either a stand or a bench. Storage and placement are always going to be a consideration anytime you're looking at a power tool like this. So let's look at the dimensions on this. First of all, with the handle all the way up, it peaks out at about 27 inches. So if you're going to put this into a cabinet in a semi-permanent basis, you need to have enough room, 27 inches plus room for your knuckles, okay? In the down and lock position, it's about 18 inches tall. From front to back without the dust bag on, it comes out right at about 33 inches. And then from left to right, it comes out at about 26 inches. So those are the dimensions on the DeWalt miter saw. Let's take a look at the miter alignment from the factory on the DeWalt. At 90 degrees, it is nearly perfect, and the same thing at 45 degrees. But let's pretend for a moment that for some reason it gets out of alignment. If you see this plate here with the increments, there are 4 screws, 2 on the left, and then 2 on the right that can be loosened, and then you could adjust this if necessary to compensate for poor miter alignment. But that's the miter alignment on the DeWalt DWS780. Let's take a look at the blade alignment on the DeWalt. At 90 degrees, it is nearly perfect, and at 45 degrees, it is about the same. So blade alignment from the factory on the DeWalt is dead on. Let's take a look at the bevel control on the DeWalt. This is the tension control knob back here, and as I mentioned earlier, this is made of metal. This knob right here controls whether you can do left bevel or right and left bevel, and I'll show you that a little bit more in a second. You have 2 stops here, one at 22.5, and then you've got another one at 33.86, and naturally you can bring it down to 45. Of course, this bolt is adjustable here in case you need to do some realignment. But all you have to do is bring it down like this. It stops, and then take it back up. Now, as I bring it past 0 degrees, this control allows it to go to the right past 0 degrees. If I take this control off, bring it down past 0, notice it pops into place, and now I can only do left bevel at this point in time. Also, these controls are found on the right-hand side as well. So that's the bevel control for the DeWalt. Let's take a look at the miter control on the DeWalt. Is what I shared with you in an earlier segment. This plate right here is adjustable via 2 screws on the left-hand side and 2 screws on the right-hand side. If this lever's up, then you don't have to depress anything to move the miter gauge to where you want it. Okay? Now, once you lock this down, it locks it into place and it's not going to move, okay? Pressing down on this little thumb button right here, just move it a little bit, let up, then the very next detent, it's going to pop into place. In this case, the next one was for 15 degrees. At that point, all you have to do is press this and lock it down, and you're good to go. So that is the miter mechanism or miter control on the DeWalt. Some time ago I uploaded a video titled How to Get the Most Out of Your Miter Saw. If you haven't seen it already, you might want to check it out, especially if you're relatively new to miter saws, or if you've been using miter saws for some time, it might be a good refresher for you to take a look at. I've put the link to that video in the description below. While the DeWalt does not come with a laser, it does come with a very generous LED light, as you can see right there, okay? And let me bring this down. So as you can see, as you bring this saw down and the blade cover comes back, it does reveal a very, very bright LED light on your work area. Let's take a look at the noise levels on the DeWalt. Of course, I've already turned on the power back here. So let's take a look. And you notice when I let go of the power, there's some form of stop on the blade as well. But that comes out at just about 92.8, 93 decibels. So when you're looking at this chart, you notice you're just getting into the red, so it's highly recommended to use some form of hearing protection when you're using this power tool. I hope I've been able to provide you with enough insight into the specifications and features of this power tool to help you to identify if it meets your requirements. I've also uploaded a number of other table saw, miter saw, and drill press comparison videos, and I've placed their links in the description below, so make sure you take a look at them. If you found this video of value, please press like. And if you're not already a subscriber, I would love to have you as a subscriber. And as always, good luck on your projects. Let's take a look at the bevel control on the DeWalt. No, this is miter control, not bevel control. Miter control, John, miter control. While we're on the let's take a look at the right-hand side of the Ryobi. DeWalt. John, it is DeWalt, not Ryobi, DeWalt.